Hi John, when you're working with a menu for mobile, especially when you have submenus like we have right here, we have two different types of submenus because we have a category and then links below. A system needs to be employed that will allow this to be easily utilized. In other words, how do you find these submenus? Because submenus don't work on mobile devices, so we have to employ tactics that work. So basically what happens, I'm just going to resize the page here. What you should be seeing at the bottom or the top of your device, it depends on what type of device you're using, but this navigation right here is converted into a single menu item. Typically it's found at it's just as a navigation sort of a link or a drop menu, but when you access it, when you click it with your finger, it will expand or actually show, depending on the device, all the different pages listed in that menu. Now, the way it usually displays for an iPhone, for example, when you click navigation, it just taps into the device's default navigation system. And that will, in an iPhone, for example, show up at the bottom of the page. And you would scroll through your page, select the page, click the page, and then select go or done, and then it would actually forward on. Now that's how that's intended to work. Was there something else you were wanting? Because it could be disabled, but because of the number of menu items here, I wasn't sure if that's what you were expecting or if you were looking at that. But just to make sure that this is what we're talking about here, I'm just going to pull it up on my phone. Okay, but I did notice one other thing there. There is a style that we can update for you via FTP because the width is a little bit too wide for one of the components here. So, but first thing I want to do is just verify what's happening is you have two issues, and one seems to be sort of pushing one out of the place. There's a width in there that just needs to be adjusted. Okay, but aside from that, this navigation is actually showing up where I expect it, and when I press it, it does open up the navigation, the system navigation at the bottom of the page, at least on my iPhone, which I'm looking at and scrolling through right now. So that is working as expected. So if I click on locations and then done, it's going to take me to the proper page there. Okay. There's also a couple of style, but I'm going to do some style updates to your site because there's a couple of things that are just pushing out a little bit. Um, but I'll send you the video anyways and just proceed with those mobile updates for you because I do have your login, your FTP login information. So I'll do that this morning, but just a quick video to update you on what I'm taking a look at right now.